Dear investors, Prosenjit Paul here. In this video, I'll share you everything about bonus issue. First, you will learn what is bonus share issue, what are the ratios, the allotment ratio like 1:1, 1:2. Then you will learn about the record date, X date, benefits of bonus for shareholders, and also what's the difference between stock split. And then I'll address two important questions. Many times I receive the questions like the bonus issued but it's still not credited in the trading account or it is taking time. So this kind of queries will be addressed. And another important issue, suppose a company issue 1:3 ratio in bonus. So for every 3 shares you will get one bonus share. But if some investors is holding 10 share, so what will happen to them? Obviously, it's not possible in India. Fractional allotment is not possible. So for 10 shares, there should be 3.33 bonus, but 0.33 shares won't be allotted. So what will happen on that case? So must watch this video till the end because you will learn everything about bonus share issue and multiple other insights in this subject. So let's start with what is bonus. So bonus is nothing but free or extra. So bonus share means extra share. Now the bonus are issued in ratios like 1:1, 2:1, 1:3. So 1:3 means for every 3 shares you hold, you will receive 1 extra share. Similarly, 2:1 means for every 1 share you hold, you will receive 2 shares extra. Now, what are the effect on the stock price? Don't think that this 1:1 bonus will immediately multiply your wealth or multiply the stock price. It's not like that. So suppose you are holding 10 share and the current market price is 500 each. Now after 1:1 bonus issue, although your 10 shares become 20, but at the same time the current market price of 500 also becomes 250. So ultimately your overall investment remains same. Now obviously you will ask me, then what's the benefit of bonus? So that we'll address in the next slide. But before that, another most important query, another most very common confusion is, suppose multiple times a company issue bonus in the ratio of 1:3 or 1:4 or like any kind of odd figures. But if an investor is holding 10 shares and if the company announce bonus in 1:3 means for every 3 shares you hold, you will receive 1. So for the 10 shares, obviously for every 9 shares you hold, you will receive 3. There is no question, nothing, no confusion. But what will happen for the fractional part? So ideally you should receive 3.33 bonus share, but that's not possible. 0.33 can't be credited into your trading account. So in such case, what happens? This 0.33 worth of cash value that settles into your demat account. So after a few days or after the periodic settlement, if you check your demat statement, you will find in such cases this extra amount, the cash amount, gets allotted into your demat account statement. Now let's move forward to the benefit of bonus and also the difference with the stock split, because in the stock split also, suppose a split is nothing but it's like simply a division. So suppose a stock issues, a stock announce 1:1 split. So in that case also, if you are holding 10 shares each with 500 rupees, then after this 1+1 split, then what will happen? Your 10 shares will become 20 shares and this 500 market price will come to 250. So for both bonus and split issue, the end result is similar. So this is why many investors often wonder, then what's the difference between this bonus and split? Why there are two different names? So let's understand the difference and also the benefits of bonus and split in the next slide. See, you have to understand the difference between these two processes to know the exact difference between bonus and split. First, let's talk about the process. See how the bonus is issued. So bonus is issuing through capitalizing reserves. So if you are new in the stock market, so you might find difficult, what is this capitalizing reserves? So it's nothing but, so every year if a company reports profit, so this every profit, the extra profit accumulates into reserves. Now a company then utilize reserves in many options, like they can expand their business, they can share dividends to the shareholders, and they can also issue bonus. So when a bonus is issued, so the company simply utilizing its reserves or in simple terms, it's accumulated profit over the years. But in stock split, what happens? So in the stock split, there is no impact on the balance sheet or no impact on the reserve part. What happens in the stock split? It's simply the face value. Simply suppose the stock face value is 10 rupees, and in the stock split, the face value divides into half in 1:1 split. Then in both the process, what happens is the stock price becomes low, and lower stock price means the more participation of the shareholders. Suppose a company is traded at 5,000, so and many investors may not attempt to invest just because of the high share price value of 5,000 or 10,000. So in both the process, if the company issue bonus or if the company issue stock split, so in both the process, this 5,000 share price comes down to 2,500 or even 1,000 if it is 5:1 issue. So in both the process, the price is coming down and it is helping more investors participation and the stock price appreciation. But the primary difference between the both is in bonus you will receive higher dividend amount in hand. So let me tell you an example, because whenever a company announce dividend, so you might heard this term that 100% dividend, 200% dividend. So this basically 100% is on the face value of the company. So 100% of, say for example, the face value of a company is 10 rupees. So if a company announce 100% dividend, so it's the 100% of 10, that means 10 rupees dividend. Similarly, in the stock split, what happens? The face value itself comes half or 1/5 or whatever. So in bonus, although your 10 shares becomes 20 share, but the face value of this 20 shares remains same, 10. But in stock split, although your 10 shares become 20 shares, the face value also splits accordingly and it becomes 5. So next year, if a company announce similar dividend unlike the previous year, then in case of bonus issue, you will receive much higher dividend, but in case of stock split, you will receive almost similar dividend. So I hope that's clear, and that's the primary difference between bonus and stock split. And stock split, if I summarize this part, the stock split only helps lowering the current market price and increased investors participation, but bonus issue do a lot more. Bonus is more existing shareholder friendly approach, because first of all, as you can see that bonus is issued through capitalizing reserves. Now every year whatever the profit the company accumulates, the company can use that in multiple purpose. It might reinvest in the business, can do expansion or whatever they like. But if they are dividing it among the existing shareholders, and in this process the dividend amount that the company receives in hand, that's also increased, then this is much shareholder friendly approach than stock split, because the only benefit in stock split is lowering stock price and more investors participation. Now the question will come, who will receive the bonus share? Suppose a company decides that okay, I'll issue 1:1 bonus to all existing shareholders, but these existing shareholders can change on daily basis, because every day millions of shares are changing hand, millions of people are buying a particular share and millions are also selling a particular share. So on what basis a company can decide who are eligible for the bonus? For this, you have to remember this very important dates. These are record date, ex date, and you need to understand this very clearly, because these are very important concepts and these are not applicable only in bonus but also applicable in split, rights issue, or any kind of corporate actions, also in dividends and in everything. So what are these dates? Suppose a company issue a bonus and then they announce the record date as 15th of October, Thursday. Now this concept is applicable, as I have mentioned, in every corporate action, be it dividend, be it split, be it rights. So you'll find if a company announce dividend, so they also announce the record date. So let's say for example, for a bonus issue, the company announced record date as 15th of October, that is Thursday. Now, is that mean that if you purchase a stock on 15th of October, you will receive bonus? No. Because for that, you need to understand the current T+2 days exchange settlement process. It means if you are purchasing a share today. So although today by the end of the day the share reflects on your trading account, but the share is not getting credited on your demat account. This demat account credit process took T plus 2 day. T means on the trading day and the 2 means in the next 2 days. So if you purchase a share on 13th of October, say for example Tuesday, then T plus 2 day means Tuesday, after that Wednesday, and then Thursday. So by the end of Thursday, the stock will ultimately credit into your demat account. Within this there are multiple processes, because if you are purchasing share means someone else is selling. So while the someone else is selling, obviously on the same day the entire settlement doesn't happen. So on the next day, so ultimately that share credits into your demat account. So it means if you purchase the shares on or before 13th of October Tuesday, then only the share can credit on 15th of October, the day that company announced as a record date. So this means the 13th of October, this is the bonus eligibility purchase date. So the last date for eligible bonus, because only if you purchase on 13th, then only the shares can be credited by 15th, and that 15th is the record date. So this next day 14th, the 14th calls X date. X date means that the stock is traded on the X bonus. So if you purchase a stock on 14th and if the company announced record date on 15th, then you are not eligible for bonus, because by the time the shares will enter into your demat, it will come 16th. So within 15th the shares won't reflect in your demat. Now all these things I am assuming there are no trading holidays, no Saturday, Sunday or any holidays in 13th, 14th or 15th. Currently you need to remember in NSE or BSE, in Indian Stock Exchange, there is this T plus 2 settlement. So trading plus 2 days, and there are discussions, there are multiple say the people are discussing that how to reduce this day to become T plus 1. So if that happens in future, you need to adjust accordingly. But the primary concept is the day you are purchasing a stock in your trading account is not on the same date, is not the share is entering into your demat account. It takes time, and currently this time is T plus 2 date, and this is applicable in every corporate action, bonus, record date. So if a company announced dividend and announcing record date as 15th October, then you must complete the purchase on or before 13th. So now I hope all of you are very clear about this record date and X date. Now I will come into this question, like why multiple times happens, like although the company announced bonus, the price adjusts, but still multiple investors ask the query, when will the bonus will credit in my account? Why the bonus is still not credited? So for this purpose, let's assume that a company issues 1:1 bonus and putting the record date on 12th of October, Monday. And let's also assume that the market price was around 500 rupees before the bonus announcement. So as you can understand, this 12th of October is Monday. So before 12th, 10th and 11th are Saturday and Sunday. These are trading holidays. Thus, to eligible for the bonus, if you want your shares to reflect in demat by 12th of October, you must have to purchase on or before 8th of October, Thursday. Because if you purchase on 8th, then T plus 1 is Friday, and then T plus 2 is Monday, Saturday, Sunday, holiday. So what will happen on the 9th of October, the share will trade an X date. So the price will automatically adjust at 250. So it's a 1:1 bonus. So 500 price will become 250. Exactly on the same time, many investors ask query that the price has almost halved. The price from 500 to 250 comes, but in my trading account the number of shares remains same. So how can this is possible? When the bonus shares I will get, the bonus is already issued. No, this is not the case. Bonus already issued, price already adjusted, but the company didn't even get the name of the shareholders who are holding as on the 12th October date. So what will happen by the end of 12th October, the shares will reflect on the Demat account, so those who purchased on or before 8th of October, Thursday. And then after that, what happens from 13th to 15th, then the company will arrange a board meeting, and then they will formally allot the shares. And then in this process, again this 17th and 18th, again Saturday Sunday will come, holiday. Then after, maybe even after 19th or even after that, these shares will reflect in demat account, and before even reflecting in trading account, it requires trading approval. So after trading approval, and by the time of all this process, it can easily take 10 to 12 or 14 days depending on how many holidays comes in between. So this is why you have to understand that although on the 9th of October the price adjusts into 250, so if a new investors look at this price on the 9th of October, or even 11th, 12th, or even 13th, 14th October, say they will say, so what happened? So although the 12th is the record date, as holding shares on 8th, but now it is 14th or 15th, although 4-5 days are passed, but still in my trading account the price becomes half but the quantity remains same, so almost I am in the 50% loss. So this is a very common query that I receive, because I am in the stock market since the last 10 years, interacting with various investors, and this is one of the most common query, and this is one of the most worrying part among investors. So I hope from this you must be cleared, like this process, it's not like that much easy, because there are in between, there are settlement, there are company board meeting, there are trading approval, so multiple things happens in this duration. And this is why it takes minimum, depending on whether there are any trading holidays or not, minimum 8 to 12, 14 days to reflect the bonus shares, the extra shares in your trading account. So by now, I sincerely hope that I have covered everything about bonus issue, all the confusions in very simple and easy to understand language. Even after that, if you still have any queries, any kind of queries related to the bonus issue, feel free to put in the comment section. Also, share your feedback on the comment section. I'll personally reply or personally address your queries, or any kind of feedback that you have, or what kind of video you are more looking for. Also, feel free to share this video among your friends, investors, or in Twitter, or in Facebook, or in social media website, because this bonus issue video will help a lot of investors, will clear confusions among lot of investors. And finally, make sure to click on the subscribe button, and after that the bell icon, because in this channel I'll share multiple videos, multiple insights on stock market that will surely help you to avoid loss and earn consistently in the market, and that will help every kind of equity investors. So just make sure to subscribe so that you can receive those insightful video. And that's all from my end. See you in another insightful video in the days to come. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Thanks for the listening. Happy investing.